Hey, what's up everybody? And welcome back to the channel. Today is gonna be the second part to our 4-part series of our DIY chicken coop. In this video today, we're gonna be finishing up the chicken coop, the walls, the framing. So make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with someone you love. Let's get started. So first thing, my plan here is I'm gonna unscrew these boards because I wanna take this board and I want it to go all the way across and underneath these boards right here, just to be a little bit more stable. We got all our tools, some other 2x4s here. We got some more wood over there. And then once we get these boards redone, we can start framing out our walls and find out where exactly we're gonna put our window, our doors, our chicken door, and all that good stuff. Let's get this fixed and get stuff measured out. All right, so check it out. Let me show you what we're working with, kind of what we got so far. I fixed a couple of things and redid a couple of things. Here, what I did for these sidewalls is I took these off and I made the bottom board go all the way across. Just a lot more support. Look how much more sturdy that is. So much better. We did that on both ends. Same thing on this side, took it off. Made the bottom board go all the way across. Much better support. We got our two boards going across. I'm trying to figure out how exactly, if I'm gonna do something here going down like this, or if I'm just gonna leave it. I'm definitely gonna do a couple boards across here, more sturdy. Like we said last video in part 1, this is our door. So picture support here with the stud going up, and that's all open door, couple supports. Back here, same thing. We might have another support going across with some studs. You know, then we got the front again. Picture a little chicken door right here, you know, so support, stud, probably a board going halfway across as high as the chicken coop or the chicken door is gonna be, and then just, you know, studs and supports throughout. Same thing here. This is where our nesting box is gonna be. So picture a 14-inch rectangle open here. This is where our window is gonna go. So we'll have support on the top of the nesting box, and then depending on the size of the window that we're gonna get, we might have to do another little support here, and then 2 studs right there, square for the window, and then maybe a couple supports. Better idea now of how we're looking and what we're doing with this bad boy. So I'm gonna keep measuring out a couple more pieces of wood, and I'm gonna start on this side, the back of the coop, where the cleaning door is gonna be, and we're gonna get our supports here, and then we'll just work our way around clockwise around the coop until we get all the support and framing done, and then we'll measure out our plywood, put our plywood on for our walls. Let's do it. Check her out, we're coming along. I got some supports right here, so now it's not as wobbly anymore. For these guys right here, you know, here's our back, you know, so we got our support there, stud going up. This is where our door is gonna be, so you can easily just boop. Big space right here, I think this side right here, the back side, is perfect, ready to be sheeted. Now we're gonna move on to the front. I want to start getting the front mapped out on where the chicken door is gonna be. Once we're done with the front, then I'll go and probably do this side where the nesting box and the window is gonna be, and get that mapped out. Then move over to here to this side, because I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm probably gonna just do like one more board across and then maybe a couple studs so that I have something to nail the plywood onto. We're moving along really good. The vision is becoming clear on how it's gonna look and function. Let's get this front knocked out, and then we can move to the 2 side walls, frame those up, and then get this plywood on. So check it out. We got pretty far on this bad boy, and we're dang near ready to start putting the plywood and the walls on. Right, so let me show you what we got and how it's looking so far. So this is the sidewall. This is where our window is gonna be, right in that little rectangle. Measured it out for the window that we're gonna get. This is gonna be our nesting box area. This is gonna be all enclosed. It's only gonna go up to about 14 inches. So this is gonna all be enclosed. Building the nesting box separate and attaching it at the very end. So in our last video, and our fourth video of this series is when we'll do the nesting box and add the nesting box on. But for now, we just want to focus on getting these walls on now. The back side, remember, like I said, where the door is going to be. This is a roosting bar. I got a roosting bar right here. I want to try and figure out how to get one more, like just up above a little bit. One roosting bar should be plenty enough for 3 chickens. I believe 3 chickens only need about a foot of space on a roosting bar, and we're exactly 3 feet across. So one should be enough, but I think I'm going to try and get an extra one more in here, just to prevent overcrowding and chickens getting jealous and being mad at each other. So we're gonna try and get one more in here, but we for sure got one roosting bar. That's perfect. All be covered up with wall. This will be the door. We'll build that separate. This will all be covered up in the back. No window, no nothing. And then here's our front. Here's our door. This is where our door is gonna be. And then we'll build a ladder going down here. This will all be covered. I might do a small ventilation. I don't know. I have to do more research. I don't know if I should do it right here because this is where the roosts are going to be. But other than the one window, I want to try and do some kind of little ventilation on this side too, just to ensure that we have really good ventilation throughout this and the girls don't get too cold or hot or all that good stuff, right? But I mean, that's what we're looking like so far. I think we got the idea, right? And now I think we're at the point where we just need to add the plywood and the walls on and finish this coop up. Let's measure that plywood out and get it put on. Check it out. Let me show you what we got so far. Looking really good. Got most of our walls on. Still need to do the front. However, this is all the plywood I have left. Definitely not going to be enough for the front, but let me show you. Let me come around here. We got the side. I'm going to finish this little spot. The back wall. Remember, this is where the door is going to go. So that'll get punched out. We got to figure out how we're going to angle this bad boy. This side wall, all good. Done. Don't need to do anything there. So there's just a couple little things that we need to do yet to the chicken coop itself to be finished. Unfortunately, I got to go out and get some more plywood. So right now, I'm going to leave this as is. In part 3 of this series, we'll finish up doing the rest of the walls in the front. And then we'll also do the run, get our supports to get the run frame set up. We'll get our chicken wire and stuff around it. And then in our 4th episode of this series, will be little final touches, doing the doors, doing the windows, chicken door, and any other little miscellaneous things that we need to do to finish this up. And hopefully by then, we will also have our chickens to throw in here and get them accommodated and give you guys a little tour. So that's going to be the plan going forward. Part 3, finishing up the coop and doing the run frame. Part 4, finishing the whole entire thing, adding our chickens and a little tour of our chicken coop. So thank you all for tuning in and watching this episode of our DIY chicken coop. 2 more episodes to go in this 4-part series, and we'll be all wrapped up and have our chickens and start collecting our eggs, baby. Woo! Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see y'all next week on Mundo's Home and Garden. Peace.